Well, Rachel, I am at Walt Disney World, where dreams come true in Orlando, Florida. And I will say that they are looking forward to your annual 3-month stay, which will begin later this summer. I've already booked a room for you, and the room service menu has not changed, so you'll be right at home. But the Magic, however, in nearby downtown Orlando have a different set of priorities. They are in sell mode. Now, from talking to league executives, Aaron Gordon we know is available. Evan Fournier is definitely available. Nikola Vucevic is not available. They're all-stars. So Fournier and Gordon potentially on the move by Thursday. Now, Gordon has been a guy who 7 or 8 teams have made offers for. To keep an eye on is the Boston Celtics. The Celtics have first-round picks that they can offer. And also, from what I've been told, Marcus Smart, who's been one of their most prized players in the heart and soul of the team, has been willing to be discussed by the Celtics. Now, whether or not that's the type of package that Orlando wants, we'll see. But after really being on the fence about trading Aaron Gordon for the last year and a half, I think there's a good chance this is the time that he will get moved.
Perk, I know that you like the Aaron Gordon to the Celtics possibility. Would you give up Marcus Smart in that deal, though?
Well, here it is, Rachel, is that I never thought that I would be traded. And you done heard plenty of times that on that 08 Celtics team that I was the heart and soul. The guys gravitated around me, even though KG bought the tenacity. But look, the Celtics are in a bad spot right now. And when you have a chance to get better and upgrade, you have to look at all possibilities. When you look at Aaron Gordon, he's shooting 40% from the three, 6'9", athletic, could play well without the ball, a slasher to the basket. And by the way, come postseason time, if the Celtics make the playoffs, he is a guy that you could take a lot of pressure off of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and put on a guy like Giannis or put on a guy like Kevin Durant. So if you're Danny Ainge, you got to look for improvement. Right now, the Celtics are sitting at the 8th seed, 1 game below 500. Something got to shake.
Hey, I agree with you on something has to shake. You know, I know they have options. I know John Collins' name has been thrown around in there, but you know, let's think back to the bubble and what Marcus Smart did for the Boston Celtics. His energy, his effort, when Brown or Tatum didn't have it, we watched Marcus Smart shoot the three, take over the game with his energy and effort. That's a guy that, like you said, like he is the backbone to this team. And, you know, if you got to do it, you have to do it. But that's a guy I think he could put gas in the back of Brown and Tatum and get those guys to play like they need to play. And we watched that in the bubble last year. And I feel like he's so important to their team.
He is, Rachel and Vince, but here's another thing. Marcus Smart, he has 1 year left on his deal, okay? You got Aaron Gordon, who has 2 years left on his deal, and I believe he's only 25 years of age. Mm-hmm. And right now, that position, that height, that athleticism, you can't find that everywhere. I mean, and right now, I wouldn't be saying this if the Celtics were a top 5 team, but 1 game below 500, right now, they have not lived up to expectations. And so with Danny,
Agreed.
I know that the way that the Boston fans feel, the organization, it's not about just making the playoffs with them. With these 2 superstars, they feel like they need to be making it to the promised land. And sometimes you got to make those tough decisions and see how it pan out.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the price for Aaron Gordon ends up being, in fact, expensive for the Celtics or anyone else. Brian Windhorst said on his podcast that he expected Portland possibly to be a destination for them. So we'll have to see if there's a bidding war coming out.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.